Inside and outside corners. Outside corners. First, mark the roof kit white reinforced membrane 4 inches for proper tape placement, and measure the height and width of the corner area. Measure and cut a piece of white membrane according to the height and width you just measured for the outside corner. Make sure you add 4 inches to the height of your measurement to allow for the seaming area. You will also need to make a 3-inch cut where the membrane will fold around the corner. Before any adhesive is applied, position the membrane you just cut against the outside corner to make sure that it is properly measured. Apply roof kit seam primer to the 4-inch area on the wall membrane and roof membrane as shown here. Next, apply roof kit white membrane bonding adhesive to the back of the wall membrane, and then to the wall. Allow the adhesive and primer to dry. Now, apply roof kit white membrane seam tape to the roof membrane, leaving the release paper on, and using a seam roller to secure. Adhere wall membrane to wall surface, aligning the corner first. On both edges, use a blunt edge to create a crease, and use a seam roller on the wall to secure the membrane. Next, peel the release paper from the seam tape on both sides of the corner, as shown here. Use a seam roller to secure. Position a roof kit white 8-inch corner patch in place and mark around the edges. Scrub seam primer inside the area you marked where the corner will be placed. It is very important to let the primer thoroughly dry to the touch before applying the corner patch to avoid blistering. You will have up to 1 hour after drying to apply the corner patch. Once the seam primer has dried, peel 1/4 of the release paper of the corner patch off and secure on one side of the corner, using a blunt object to create a defined crease, and then roll with a seam roller. Remove the next 1/4 of the release paper and adhere it to the other side of the wall using a seam roller. Remove the bottom half of the release paper and then work the corner patch down, starting in the middle. Again, use a seam roller. Apply roof kit white caulk around the corner patch and then use a scrap piece of paper to smooth the caulk to finish. Inside corners. Measure and mark 4 inches out from the inside corner. Then measure the length of the material needed to cover the inside corner. Now, measure the height of the corner and then cut the white membrane to the length and height you just measured. You will need to cut a slit where the membrane will fold into the corner. Before continuing, place the membrane you just cut in the corner, making certain it fits neatly. Scrub roof kit seam primer into the 4-inch area marked on both the piece of corner membrane and roof membrane. Next, apply roof kit white membrane bonding adhesive to the wall and the back of the membrane. Allow adhesive and primer to dry. Apply roof kit white membrane seam tape to the roof membrane, leaving the release paper on. Use a seam roller to secure. Adhere membrane to the wall surface using a blunt edge to form creases at each corner. Use a seam roller to secure the membrane to the walls. Now peel the release paper and complete seaming at the base of the wall. Finish with a seam roller. Position a roof kit white 8-inch corner patch in place and mark around the edges. Scrub seam primer into the area where the corner patch will be placed. Remember to let the primer dry thoroughly to the touch before applying the corner patch. Fold the corner patch into fourths, peel back 1/4 of the release paper, and apply to the inside wall. Then pull the next 1/4 of the release paper and apply it to the opposite side of the corner. Use a blunt edge to create a crease, and then use a seam roller. Next, remove the bottom 1/4 of the corner patch release paper and carefully work it down to the bottom until you create a flap. Use a seam roller on the previously mated areas. Next, carefully remove the remaining release paper from the flap and press the flap up on one of the walls of the corner. Use a blunt edge to form a crease and then use a seam roller to flatten the fold against the wall. Finally, use Roof Kit white caulk around the edges of the white membrane, the edges of the corner patch, and the flap you just created, and use a scrap piece of paper to smooth the caulk.